Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends and family, today, I want to speak to you about something deeply personal, yet universally relevant. It's a principle that holds the power to transform your life, to bring clarity to your vision, and to guide you through the complexities of existence. That principle is the idea of focusing on yourself. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Isn't it selfish to focus on myself? Or shouldn't I be giving more to others? And yes, in a world that constantly tells us to give, to serve, to be there for everyone else, it might sound selfish. But let me tell you, focusing on yourself is not about selfishness. It's about self-awareness. It's about self-respect. It's about self-growth. Because when you neglect yourself, when you pour every ounce of your energy into others, or into things that don't serve you, you run the risk of losing the essence of who you are. You become a hollow version of yourself, drained, and eventually incapable of giving anyone else anything of value. When you focus on yourself, you're not abandoning your responsibilities or your loved ones. Quite the contrary. You're investing in yourself so that you can be better for everyone else. Think about it. How can you offer the world your best if you're not giving yourself the care, the attention, and the love that you need? In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with distractions. Social media, advertisements, people's expectations, societal pressures. Everyone has an opinion on how you should live your life. You're too young to do this. You're too old to do that. You should have a certain career, look a certain way, act a certain way. It's endless. But here's the truth. No one knows you better than you. You are the only person who will be with yourself from the day you're born until the day you die. You are your greatest project, your most important responsibility. So why would you let the world decide what's best for you? Why would you let other people's noise drown out your own voice? Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with seeking guidance or advice. We all need mentors and teachers. But ultimately, you are the one in control. You are the one responsible for your happiness, your growth, your health, your success, your peace. In a world that glorifies busyness, take a step back. Ask yourself, how am I really doing? Are you stressed? Are you anxious? Are you tired? Are you at peace? Your mind is your greatest tool, but it's also the most fragile. Just as we take care of our physical health, we need to nurture our mental and emotional well-being. Meditate, journal, go for a walk, speak to a therapist if needed, but don't ignore your mental health. It's the foundation for everything else. Too often, we let the noise of the world distract us from our path. We look around at others and think, I should be where they are, or why haven't I achieved that yet? We compare ourselves to others and lose sight of our own unique journey. Stop looking at what others are doing and focus on what you are doing. What are your goals? What are your dreams? What makes your heart race with excitement? When was the last time you asked yourself, what do I truly want? When you focus on yourself, you align your actions with your values, your desires, and your vision for your life. And that's when the magic happens. You start to make progress. Not because you're chasing someone else's definition of success, but because you're living in alignment with your own truth. Your body is the vessel through which you experience life. It's the only place you will ever live, so treat it with respect. Nourish it with good food, move it with exercise, rest it with sleep, and most importantly, listen to it. We live in a society that often glorifies overwork and burnout, but your body will tell you when enough is enough. Pay attention to it. When you take care of your physical health, you're investing in your future self. You're giving yourself the energy, strength, and endurance to not only survive, but thrive. Every day is an opportunity to learn, to improve, and to evolve. Life is not a race, but a continuous journey of growth. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago, and you won't be the same person 5 years from now. Embrace the changes, embrace the growth. Focus on developing your skills, your knowledge, your emotional intelligence. Read books, take courses, travel, have deep conversations. Anything that expands your mind and challenges you to become a better version of yourself. In the hustle and bustle of life, peace can seem like a distant dream. But true success is not just about achieving external goals. It's about finding inner peace. It's about being content with who you are, where you are, and what you have at any given moment. This doesn't mean you stop striving for more, but that you learn to find joy and peace in the present. Peace comes from within, and it starts with self-awareness. It starts with setting boundaries, with saying no when necessary, with letting go of what doesn't serve you. Human connection is vital. We need love, friendship, and companionship. But even in our closest relationships, we must maintain a sense of self. It's easy to lose yourself in the desires, needs, and expectations of others. But you have to remember, you cannot give to others if you are empty. Focus on nurturing relationships that uplift you, that inspire you, that respect your boundaries. Distance yourself from toxicity and surround yourself with people who encourage your growth. What lights you up? What makes you feel alive? Too many people go through life ignoring their passions, thinking they are too impractical, too unrealistic, or too far-fetched. But your passions are not random. They are your calling. They are the universe's way of nudging you toward your purpose. When you focus on your passions, you tap into a source of energy and fulfillment that cannot be found anywhere else. Don't let the world tell you that your dreams are too big. Don't let fear or doubt convince you to settle for mediocrity. Focus on what makes your soul sing and go after it with everything you've got. It's easy to get caught up in planning for the future, thinking about the next big thing that will bring us happiness or success. But remember, life is happening right now. The future is uncertain, but the present is real. Enjoy the moments you have. Appreciate the small victories. Celebrate the progress you've made. When you focus on the present, you'll find that the future starts to take care of itself. Life is too short to be spent in a constant state of stress or dissatisfaction. Find joy in the little things. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, the taste of your favorite food. Don't wait for a grand event to feel happy. Happiness is not a destination, it's a journey. Focus on what brings you joy and let that guide you. When we talk about focusing on yourself, it's not about isolation or cutting yourself off from the world. It's about grounding yourself, finding your center, and understanding who you are at the core. In the midst of all the chaos, the opinions, and the pressures, there's a need for inner stillness, a need to hear your own voice. We spend so much time trying to meet external expectations, trying to be who the world wants us to be, that we forget to ask ourselves, who do I want to be? It's time to ask yourself that question. What kind of person do you want to become? And what kind of life do you want to live? Focus on your values. Your values are your internal compass. They guide your decisions and your actions. If you're not clear on your values, you may find yourself wandering, making choices that don't truly align with who you are. Take time to reflect. What do you truly stand for? What principles guide your life? Once you identify them, live by them unapologetically. Focus on your boundaries. Boundaries are a crucial part of self-focus. They protect your energy, your time, and your well-being. When you set boundaries, you're teaching others how to treat you. But more importantly, you're teaching yourself what you will and will not accept. Establishing boundaries is a way of honoring your own needs and ensuring that you don't burn out trying to please everyone else. And let's be honest, pleasing everyone else is impossible. No matter what you do, there will always be someone who has something to say, someone who disapproves, someone who thinks they know what's best for you. But guess what? You don't need their approval. The only approval you need is your own. Focus on self-compassion. We are often our harshest critics. We hold ourselves to impossible standards, expecting perfection in every area of our lives. But perfection is an illusion, and holding yourself to it only leads to frustration and self-doubt. When you focus on yourself, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Acknowledge your efforts, celebrate your progress, and forgive yourself for your mistakes. Remember, you are a work in progress, and that's okay. You don't need to have it all figured out right now. Life is a journey, and you are allowed to take your time. Every step you take toward becoming a better version of yourself is a step in the right direction, no matter how small it may seem. Focus on your intuition. You have an inner guide, a voice that speaks to you in moments of clarity and stillness. That voice, your intuition, knows what's best for you. But in the noise of the world, it's easy to ignore or silence it. Trust that inner voice. When something feels right, pursue it. When something feels wrong, walk away from it. Your intuition is there to protect you, to guide you. Trust it. Focus on your purpose. We all have a purpose, something that gives our lives meaning. For some, it's clear from the start. For others, it takes time to discover. But it's there, waiting to be found. When you focus on yourself, you allow space for your purpose to reveal itself. You begin to understand what you're truly passionate about, what drives you, and what contribution you want to make to the world. Focus on your self-expression. How you express yourself is a reflection of who you are. Whether it's through art, writing, speaking, or simply how you present yourself to the world, self-expression is a powerful tool for self-discovery and connection. Don't be afraid to let your authentic self shine through. The world needs your unique voice, your unique perspective. Focus on your peace of mind. In a world that's constantly moving, it can be hard to find moments of peace. But peace is not something you wait for. It's something you create. Make time for peace in your life. Whether it's through meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting in silence. Peace allows you to recharge and reconnect with yourself. Don't let the fast pace of life rob you of your peace of mind. Focus on your journey, not the destination. We often get so caught up in where we want to go that we forget to enjoy where we are. Life is not a race to the finish line. It's a series of moments, each one offering its own lessons and opportunities. When you focus on yourself, you learn to appreciate the journey, to find meaning and joy in the process, not just the outcome. Focus on your relationships with yourself first. Before you can have healthy, fulfilling relationships with others, you need to have a healthy relationship with yourself. This means treating yourself with love, respect, and understanding. It means being honest with yourself about what you need, what you desire, and what you deserve. When you focus on yourself, you become more attuned to your true desires, not the desires imposed by others. You begin to set goals that are meaningful to you, goals that align with your purpose and your passions. This leads to a life that feels authentic and fulfilling, rather than one that feels like you're constantly chasing someone else's dreams. Focus on your resilience. Life will throw challenges your way. You will face setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But when you focus on yourself, you build resilience. You learn to trust your ability to overcome obstacles, to pick yourself up after a fall, and to keep moving forward, no matter how tough the road may seem. Focus on your boundaries with time. Time is your most precious resource. How you spend it determines the quality of your life. When you focus on yourself, you become intentional with your time. You learn to say no to things that don't serve your growth or well-being. You prioritize activities that bring you joy, fulfillment, and peace. Focus on your self-awareness. The more you focus on yourself, the more you learn about who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, your triggers, your patterns. This self-awareness is the key to personal growth. It allows you to recognize when you're out of alignment with your values or when you're engaging in behaviors that don't serve your highest good. Focus on your impact on others, but not at the expense of yourself. It's important to give, to contribute, and to help others, but not if it leaves you depleted. Focus on filling your own cup so that when you give from a place of abundance, not scarcity. When you are whole, you can give more authentically and sustainably. Focus on your patience. Personal growth takes time. Healing takes time. Achieving your dreams takes time. Be patient with yourself. Don't rush the process. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and that every step you take is bringing you closer to your goals. And finally, focus on your joy. At the end of the day, we're all searching for joy. Joy is what makes life worth living. So make time for the things that bring you joy, no matter how small or insignificant they may seem. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Engage in activities that make your soul feel alive, and never lose sight of the things that make you happy. In focusing on yourself, you are not just prioritizing your happiness. You are creating a life that is in alignment with your deepest truths, your greatest potential, and your highest purpose. And that, my friends, is the key to living a life of meaning, fulfillment, and true joy. In closing, let me remind you, focusing on yourself is not an act of selfishness. It is an act of self-preservation. It is an act of love, not just for yourself, but for those around you. Because when you are your best self, you can offer the world your best. When you are centered, grounded, and aligned with your truth, you can navigate life with clarity, purpose, and peace. So today, I encourage you to take a deep breath, look inward, and make a commitment to yourself. Focus on your well-being. Focus on your growth. Focus on your dreams. The world will benefit from a more focused, more fulfilled, and more empowered version of you. Thank you.